today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Zach Wilson and the Atlanta Falcons.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A look there at how Davis did a week ago. 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Davis, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throwing is Wilson.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Keeps himself upright. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears are going to get the football here
as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From his own end zone, Fields
Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and goal, Wilson
getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 10 carries, 54 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Fields.
And he'll go underneath here to Breeden.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, Wilson.
He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount.
Touchdown, Falcons! Frank Darby, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
It's caught right side by Daniels. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd down and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And that one complete to Darby.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way,
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Fields.
Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Falcons send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 22,
Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
He'll find Darby. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fights loose. And he'll go down at the 28.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, Davis. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Succop's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Michael Walker there to bring him down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
98 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
They run. Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes at